Everyone sort of gathers in one area just because the couch sort of informs where you need to be.
So you're saying we're like sheep? We're all in the same place? No, just joking.
I'm Carisha Swanson with House Beautiful, and we're building the dream in Colorado.
Hey, it's General and Cristina. Welcome to our home studio.
Come on in.
We're here in our home studio in Brooklyn.
This is what Thor does every day, all day, but he's lovely because he just makes us all want to take a nap.
Prior to living in New York, I was a set dresser for film and TV for over 10 years. Cristina started doing this and I would jump in. I was like, wait a minute, I know how to do all of this.
Yeah, it just kind of flew really naturally, honestly. The biggest joy of ours is
to be able to add value. Sometimes that value may be financial or emotional.
Yeah, emotional,
and
it's a transformation of life.
The rooms that we're taking over is the media room and the bar area, which is very exciting for me.
There are different areas. One is a media area where you're relaxing, it's chill, and then the bar is it's functional. There's like lots of activity and actions happening at a bar. So, but it really is going to be about gathering and comfort.
The truth is, we originally designed the room with an ombre style wallpaper and this black tile. But we found out, and we got word that there wasn't not enough in stock to meet our demand. So we had to come up with a plan B. We got lucky and we found this amazing wallpaper by Philip Jeffries that ironically went with the metal work that we had designed for the cabinetry. It was being manufactured by Architectural Grills. I love when those happy mistakes just happen, and that's where we are now. Room and board is fantastic. It's very much Cristina and I's aesthetic.
Finding the right sofa was really important for us, and room and board has so many selections. The look we're looking for is the sea of sofa, right? So the idea of finding the right sofa was really important for us. The stair, we also could conform to the room itself because the room seems big, but it's actually kind of small-ish.
Right.
So we were able to make the perfect circular configuration by using the stairs. So we come in here to specifically see that.
Right.
And get the fabric swatch for it. Mm-hmm. And then, yes, all the pillows and rugs and accessories and bar and...
That's right, don't forget the bar accessories.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, there is a plethora of stuff, Maurice. As like a very nice, soft, because I feel like this could have like a lot of color on it. I'm thinking of making out these that's going on over here right now.
I like these, I would wear this.
Oh my goodness, he totally would wear that.
It needs to be more of a neutral tone, with the wallpaper. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy.
Here, let's add this. So I'm looking at something like this kind of carpet because I want it to feel like you want to touch it, you want to lay on it, you want to roll around in it. You can't see it from here, but there's so much else going on in the room that has pop color. And the artwork that we're having. I'm thinking because we have this color already featured in the bar, which is gorgeous, and the woodwork and everything else. I feel like we leave that special moment for there.
Okay.
I say we eliminate colors. Okay. Maurice, can I take the green away?
Yeah.
Even if I love it, I just think we gotta take it away. This is gonna make our cloud vibe sofa rug. And I'm actually partial to this, Maurice. I'm gonna eliminate this now. I think I'm gonna take this one away. So
I love it. I love this.
Doesn't that look amazing, Maurice?
It does.
Together?
It does.
Gorgeous.
Doesn't it?
I think lighter.
Well, we're so good at this. Yeah. We've done so much practice at this.
All right, I'm gonna put this guy back, and I think that's that's it.
Done.
That's what happens when you're working in the film industry. How fast you have to be able to make decisions.
That's right. Oh my goodness, Marie. This is the configuration. I think this is it. I think this is this piece with another piece right here, with a round table like this. That's actually beautiful. I love it. Nice, this is awesome, Maurice, thank you.
Yay.
So what do we have left to do? We should go to see maybe some bar stuff, some like fun bar accessories, because I know we had to fill that up and make some drinks.
That's my favorite room, the bar.
We want to feel like it's still home, but you want to go down and get your cocktail, your happy hour, and then you go and you hang with the family, and it's just downtime. A few of these, like one of those. These are kind of fun and funky.
Oh yeah, I know that sound.
Yep, also well. What do you think, Jen? Are you happy with what we selected?
Oh yeah, of course we got everything we needed. Want to thank Room and Board and thank you guys for shopping with us, and we'll see you in Denver.
Hey there, major update. We just found out that our wall in our room that we were going to put an enormous piece of artwork on is now a glass wall and a glass door. So, we've been thinking about solutions quickly, and I think we're going to put up a curtain wall and buy an easel and then stick that artwork on the easel, see how it goes. So wish us luck. So here we are. After the months of evolving the design, this is sort of where our mood board is. It's lovely. It's a combination of our finishes here. We have our room and board furniture, all our customized furniture.
You know what we should do? We should check out the actual samples.
Yeah, let's look at the samples. This is going to encompass, it's going to be a feels when you walk in there.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a moment, an experience. In the bar area, we're having definitely these beautiful blues, which offsets this lovely warmth. Everything else is going to be very tactile, as you see here.
This is a level beyond just your normal home bar where you open up. We've got some specialty items, and you're going to feel like you're at a bar, but it's your home bar. It's for your entire family to embrace. If you want a beer or if you want seltzer.
Fire Clay has the most beautiful tiles in the world. We love them entirely. So we're so excited that this is going to be in the floor and on the back splash of the bar. We have the bar is going to be also cladded with this from Nemo Tiles,
which is actually a porcelain tile.
It's a porcelain tile that replicates wood because our bar curves. Caesar Stone's countertop, don't forget that.
Yes, of course, of course. And we're going to have some accent work by Architectural Grills.
It's all kind of this encompassing, really feel-good area. So I think the feeling is absolute comfort, togetherness. And then there is obviously a massive TV that is going to be there for viewing when you want to view TV and movies, etc.
So here we have this very super unique piece. This is called Surfboard. It's a combination of sweet and sick. As you can see, full-size surfboard, but it's actually a speaker. Sounds amazing. We're going to be using this in the bar area, as you'll see once the design is complete.
And the great factor of it is that it's an upcycled surfboard. So in this process of us creating this product, we were focusing mainly on the reusability and the sustainability of not creating more footprint on the earth to people.
Yeah, and the collaboration, the sound is truly amazing. We've worked with Leon Speakers out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. These guys are phenomenal.
It's going to be in the bar, and it's going to be pumping music while we're going to have a few drinks.
It's going to be the place where you definitely are going to want to spend most of your time.
Just heard from General Cristina. Obviously, their wallpaper being delayed meant that the actual wallpaper installation was delayed, but I think we're back on track. I'm about to check in with the building team and make sure that the bar and media room is moving forward so that when General and Cristina arrive, they can get started on the install right away.
Okay, so I'm so excited to show you guys the house.
Wow.
Cannot wait to see the room, our room. Yes.
Take a look. Wow.
So what do you think about this landscape?
Amazing. So not
Love it.
Brooklyn.
No, not at all.
Beautiful. Colorado.
Yeah, I wanted you to take in this moment because really this is all about the natural environment.
This is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah, so here you can see the house, see everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have you guys hop back in the car because you don't want to walk up this hill, and we'll go.
All right.
Let's go.
Yes.
Well, General and Cristina, welcome to your space.
Oh my God.
I know. Here we are.
I know there were a lot of challenges with this space, especially doing this from afar, doing this virtually. What were some of those moments that were just like, is this ever going to happen?
It definitely being here, it's like, whoa, now it just makes total sense. But I think that the remote part was the most challenging entirely.
It was really tough because there were samples that didn't come, and so we were, fingers crossed, and it all works.
So I know one of the first things that you guys designed was this architectural grill like motif for your cabinets. right? But I also know that this was not your original wallpaper.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
So how do you think it came together?
Well, ironically, the motif on the architectural grill metal is sort of mountain-esque, you know, nod to Colorado. And now looking at the wallpaper, and it's larger scale than in the tiny sample that we had, so even better. It feels more grand, but it really emulates the same mountain range. And I just think that those two married so beautifully together in this.
Yeah, I think good design just is good design, and it works.
That's probably the biggest surprise, the wallpaper, because it's such an encompassing element in the room.
And people, when it comes to tile, you know, everybody loves a subway tile. You guys did something a little playful here. Talk about what that is.
Fireclay is an amazing company. We work with them tons. And so we wanted to take a little classic, stay a little bit of classic and a nod of contemporary here in Colorado vibes. But we took the tile and I just inversed them. It's like those subtle little things I love to pick up when I'm in other spaces where like, wow, that was clever. Very subtle, very, under the ground. But I think it works. It works entirely.
Well, I know that you guys traveled a long way from New York to get out here, and I, for one, need you to finish the bar.
So do we.
First and foremost, so that we can have a little cocktail hour once this is all said and done.
Sounds like a plan.
So just left Cristina and General to get started on their install. Now I want to go check in with Mark Jupiter, this amazing artisan out of New York, to make sure the table that he's creating for the space is ready to go.
In conjunction with me and General Design, we're doing a bar area, of which I'm going to be making a large 48-inch round coffee table and 4 bar stools.
I'm a custom furniture maker out in Brooklyn. My father put a hammer in my hand the moment I could lift a hammer. I've been making furniture my whole life. It started with building custom homes, but about 8 years ago, I wanted to get back to the fundamentals and do what I used to do with my father, which is make furniture. This company has been around for 7 years.
I like working with epic pieces of wood, which this is. This comes from a fallen storm tree, harvested about 4 years ago, and it's taken that long to dry in order to make a furniture grade piece of wood that's ready to be converted into these pieces of furniture.
My background is sustainability, so it all comes from sustainable resources from mostly local destinations around the city. If you can't make it right or beautiful, then just don't do it. I do what I do because I love it.
So thankfully, all of our items arrived for our install date. We're super happy about that. And now that we've seen the space, seen the colors, seen the room, got the vibe, I mean, we feel that that we want to swap out the switchboard that we originally had in the plans. We feel like it's getting lost in the paint color. So I think when we go back to the house tomorrow, we're going to swap that out and just check it out and see how it looks. I think it's going to be a better choice. We got our couches from Room and Board. I'm super excited to open it up and make sure it fits. You know, it's always better when you actually in a space, and you know, you see it on the computer and on paper, but when you actually take the vibe in and lay it out, that's it, primo.
Done. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we have to plug it in.
Oh, nice.
Best sound ever.
Almost done, 99% done, and feeling good about it. So let's, fingers crossed that everything works out well. A few things were delayed, some things didn't come in, so we did a lot of local shopping, like these little pillows, and we're taking tags off as we go, so. Maybe don't need it. Yeah, there it goes, it's on it. I think it's kind of awesome. Do you like it? Yeah.
I love it.
No longer just a curtain wall. Solve that problem. That's crazy. All right, gentlemen, let's go.
All right. All right, so here we are.
Here we are.
Welcome to the space.
This is great.
Yeah.
It feels so cozy.
To create a family-friendly space, I think we start with first sort of the layout.
Yeah, I think just creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable to gather, you know, be it around the television or a coffee table.
Typically, like the shapes are a big factor in that too. So I think you're choosing a circular coffee table really connotes that sort of warmth as well, whether it's family or friends.
We work with room and board. We've got this beautiful, austere, family-friendly sofa.
Yeah, it might be white, but believe me, you can throw anything on that thing and it'll wipe right off.
The coffee table is made by Mark Jupiter.
Totally customized.
Of course, this area, you know, we want people to gather and we want to sort of stay away from devices, but if you bring your device, you can charge it on the table.
Effectively marking off rooms that are open concept is, I mean, furniture plays a huge part. You can really mark the people's motion through what you choose.
Yeah, and it guides them, you know, if you need people to gather in a certain area by placing the couch in a certain layout or certain area in the room.
One of the things I love in this space is your choice of art.
Local artist, Colorado artist.
Really?
Yes. We're art enthusiasts, so first thing we did was actually scour all the artists in the area.
Dolan Guyman, when we saw this piece, we knew immediately
Yeah.
that we had to use it. And also the other piece is a bit different, but it's from the same artist. With the bar, we wanted to, you know, have a connection, you know, with the past where everything's just not super modern, but sort of this sort of speakeasy feel also.
Yeah.
And so what we did was, you know, being in Colorado, we took created this mountain motif with architectural grills, and it connects also in the bar area.
We've got this massive Roku TV here. Before we settle in to watching some cool TV, I think we have to start with cocktail hour. So over to the bar area?
Let's do it, come on, let's go to the bar.
Right, take a look.
Okay. This is definitely the space I've been excited to see.
Ladies, welcome to Bar General.
Well now.
So I think the key is when you find like a nook or a niche in someone's home, that's when you kind of can really redesign sort of a bar-esque feel, and you don't have to have the square footage. So it is simply having a backsplash. It can be the lighting, absolutely, like some sort of hanging fixture that really just outlines that space.
Yeah, just create a very special area.
I've got to know all the design elements that went into this.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fantastic things, you know, starting off with this beautiful Caesar stone tub.
The same thing you guys talked about with tile when we were here the last time, right? It's kind of what you've done with these legs. They're like a play on each other.
Yes, of course, of course. We've got this sort of round motif, as you can see from these beautiful circle lights. And same thing with our fire clay tiles in the back, and we wanted to get to, like I said, to have that sort of a little bit of a speakeasy feel.
Right.
You know?
And the classic black and white is sort of a reflection of the tiles to the lighting. I think that was the connection between the two. The half moons and the full moons, and then the black and white is kind of what we were going for. Yes.
I haven't seen water close by, but I do see a surfboard.
Yes, exactly. Connotes the color and the surfboard generally.
Yeah, it connotes you know, a family that likes to enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah.
You know, be it the ocean, the mountains, and you know. And so we brought in, as you can see, we've got greens hanging from ceiling from these beautiful grills from Architectural Grills, which mimics the half moon.
The hole in the counter, what's happening?
Yes.
That's the U-Chill.
Yes.
Yes, from Uline.
So you know those times when you sit at the bar and you don't have to come back around and get your wine and open it. So you leave the bottle right here in the U-Chill and you just go from here.
Exactly.
Another cool thing that you guys have is this kegerator. This is, I think, from Perlick?
Yes, yes, they do the hops here.
Right, they
craft
actually
beer.
grow hops here on the farm.
So,
right.
so part of that whole theme of just having your craft beer here on tap.
We've got a full-size dishwasher, microwave, a beverage fridge, glass washer. You don't have to go upstairs. You can, you know, do everything right here.
And the kids can come and get like a soda, get a drink.
Yes.
On that note, I don't need a mixer. I'll take mine. A whiskey neat.
We can do that.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers
Congrats.
to that.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go lay down on that sofa now.
I think we're all gonna like roll over there.
We're gonna put a movie on.
Done.
We're good.